Welcome, everybody, to another episode on the Alopecia Angel podcast, Awaken to Hair Growth. I'm your host, Johanna Dahlman, and today we are going to talk about hair growth and also how quickly Vicky, one of my current students inside the Hair and Heal program, has seen the hair loss shedding stop in just 7 days. From day 1 to day 7, the shedding has stopped dramatically and it's regulated itself back to normal. This is how quickly you can transform your hair, your health, and the health of your hair. This is how quickly we can see hair growth. She and I discuss her hair loss, a program for hair growth that she's tried before, which failed her, which can give people hesitancy into trying other things. And then also her journey coming back to me. Vicky and I were not strangers. She and I, we know each other because back in 2018 or 19, I did my certification for yoga teacher training in Greece. And she is one of many yoga teachers who were there. Shout out to Kathy's Island Retreat, to Elias and to Catherine, because these people certified me, but we had a wonderful time in Greece for anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks that I was there. The thing about that is that Vicky and I, we met there. At the time, she was actually going through hair loss, but she didn't put 2 and 2 together that alopecia is actually the medical term for hair loss, just general hair loss. And so she didn't put 2 and 2 together until she had this full circle moment with her friend who was also going through hair loss. Both are currently inside the program and both are seeing dramatic results, not just in their hair, but in their health, in their face, in their acne, in their revitalization of hair growth and their hair loss stopping. So I wanted to showcase Vicky, have a candid conversation with a friend, and so you can hear it from her. And then also she'll go into more details, but it's a very beautiful conversation. And it's just another story of inspiration that showcases how we can take control of our hair growth, hair loss, empower ourselves, and do what's right, do what's needed. And for those of you interested in the hair program that she did prior to the Hair and Heal program, it's one that's also online. It's one that is designed by a lady with really long hair that goes down to her ankles. And unfortunately, Vicky didn't see the results. Vicky goes into detail why it actually caused more hair loss for her until she circled back and came to me. And here we go. Let me go ahead and showcase you this conversation. I look forward to hearing your comments. Leave us a review on YouTube or on Apple Podcasts and share this with a friend, because hair loss doesn't have to happen. Hair loss doesn't have to be the end situation. It's just opposite. It's the beginning to what's over in that next step for you. We can achieve the hair growth. We can achieve the health. And many times it's about having the right expertise, the right guidance, the right experience, and of course, the right guide. Whenever you're ready, I'm here for you. Book a consultation and let's get your hair growth. Here is my conversation with Vicky. Thank you so much. Take care.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm so good. How are you? It's good to see your face.
Same as always.
I have so many questions for you.
Please, shoot.
Okay, let's start before you thought of me, before you even considered even joining the Hair and Heal program. Like, you started your hair loss like 4 or 5 years ago?
No, it's close to when I met you. My hair loss started around 2016.
Okay.
So we met around 18, 19. What was that?
18, 19, yeah.
Yeah, it was already some time. So that's why when we met, I was like, should I do something with this lady that's just talking about all this alopecia? I told you from the very beginning that I was stuck. I was like, okay, I know this lady who is doing this alopecia, but I don't have to do anything with that. So you were not registered in my head as something that you would be as a service for me. Sorry, my English are not the best. I kept losing hair from 2016. I've been through a lot of doctors. I kept doing a lot of protocols, of health protocols and diets in, out. So at a point I was so tired, because there was like a coming in and out all the time. And I couldn't grasp why I was losing my hair. First, I was like, low in iron. I was fixing that, a little bit of progress, then boom, again. And then B12, and then B3, and then maybe I started with being not vegan and started eating a meat. But all the time it was like something else was going on. Chinese medicine, herbs, were everything on that. I have experienced before in certain things and protocols I was doing a stopping of hair loss for 2-3 months, but it was always coming back. So I was very fed up and tired, and you understand. So I was like, you need to go to this lady I know. And it's funny because the moments after that, like a week after, I started having like severe hair loss. And I was through the program, which I will say about. I was through the program, and so I was convinced I'm doing what I need to do.
Are you talking about my program or the other program that you...
The hair...
the other program with the girl with the long hair?
Yeah, I'm in this other program. And then I say, you need to go to, she's going to heal you. Some weeks pass and I start having in the other program worse shedding than when I started. And I was like, oh my God, what's going on? So I have already invested like a big amount of money. And I was like, okay, I'm screwed. Oh my God. So the moment my husband says, it cannot be that you don't know like somebody who can help you. I said, no, I don't know anybody. I'm like, and that unavoided like, it hits me. And I'm like, wait a minute, I know somebody, but she's for alopecia. It was also like even better that I knew you already, because I had this feeling of, I'm going to call her, I'm going to text her and see what it's all about. If it was somebody not I knew, I would be like, nah, another one. No, I'm not going for it. But because I had this, I knew who you were. I have seen you for 1 month. We were together almost there. And I knew your personality. I knew your feisty personality. And I was like, she's walking the talk, how you say it, walk the walk. She's walking the walk. So I was like, it resonates with me, that kind of girl, that kind of personality behind a program. So yeah, then we talked. On the moment I was afraid, but on the same moment, and it's funny because I should have done it like years before when I met you. But it's life. What is life? And you should change the alopecia thing, because I have 4 friends now that they don't have alopecia, but I am definitely sure that you can help them with their issues.
I think so many people with all their issues. So let's just go ahead and clarify. So alopecia is the medical term for hair loss. It doesn't designate one type of hair loss or another. It's just the big term for hair loss in the medical field. You have it if you have hair loss. Now, what type of alopecia, then it's a little different. And just so our listeners understand a little bit our history, is that I went to Greece to go get yoga certified through Vicky and through her team of other yoga masters and practitioners. I was in Greece for 3 to 4 weeks back in 2018-19, and this is where we met. And when you live and see somebody every day, 8-10 hours a day, you get to know it really well. And even in a weekend, like what is what you get? There's no fluff here.
Yes, exactly. I saw you, how you were behaving like with your nutrition, how strict you were, like you were going for it. And as I say, as a yoga teacher for 20 years now, when I see somebody on the mat, I know them, even if I don't know their name, if I don't know how we never met, if I saw somebody on the mat, I know the person. So I felt your energy and I really liked you. I really resonate with you. I would have gone for your program anyhow, but because of all these things I've done, the one after the other, I was tired. I was like, oh, no, not another one like this. But you would have anyhow convinced me, even if I didn't know you. So your presence online, you would have convinced me anyhow.
Let me ask you, Vicky, without giving away too much information from my program or versus the other program, what is the main difference that you see? What are like the main key points? Because, for example, it is an investment to do my program. It is an investment to do other programs and even to work with other doctors and multiple doctors and see and try different things and have 0 results. So so right now you're in what week of the Hair and Heal program?
I think I closed the month on 21 of October.
Okay, so you're like week 4, almost week 5. So what are some of the like main differences that you see? Because from this other program, I haven't done it, but I've heard that it's very superficial. It's very basic. It's stuff that you can Google. It's stuff that you can find anywhere. And it's very generalized. But you tell me, since you've done it.
Yeah, I would say the same. There is no comparison. No comparison. There are two different things. Like they appear hair loss experts or hair growth experts, and a team of a lot of people that they are certified and they're all bringing their knowledge together. So that's their uniqueness, that there are like many specialists on the same team and they're like grouping it together, and that's their unique strength. But it's like general information about hair maintenance, nutrition, but general information, meditation and stress, general information. But they hit the aspects like, let's say, okay, nutrition, meditation, healthy, sleep, but you don't give this kind of amount of money to get this kind of general information. It's, hello guys, I could have their first part of the program, which is something like 45 euros, 37 euros, something like that. They cover the same thing and they ask for 1,000 euros more and they say the same stuff again. And I'm like, wait a minute, except of 2-3 more things that they gave there, which was all like styling maintenance, not how to look beautiful, but how to not break your hair, how to maintain them, what kind of oils to use when, so you moisturize them in a better way, how to not keep them too much wet, how certain things like this, which they are okay. But when I come and I tell you, hey, sorry guys, I don't have hair, they're falling. What do I do with this information to maintain them? I don't have hair.
Instead of seeing the hair growth, you were seeing more hair shedding on this program. And so this is when things got to a certain point. Is this when you reached out to me?
Yes, I was reaching out to them and I was saying, hey guys, this is happening. Can you help me further? And they were getting back with emails and they were just like very polite, very nice people. I must say that. And I was like giving me with emails some information. And I was like, keep reaching back. And I was like, listen, this is not working for me. Can we have a private consultation? Even if that means I have to pay you more. Because if you have the expertise, okay, I have to pay more, but give me the solution, please. I'm suffering here. They were like, yeah, we gave you a consultation. And I was like losing them. And I was like, okay, I need to take things on my hands. So I reached you out. I cannot say they didn't have the best intentions, but they didn't have depth of knowledge on each subject. They had only good knowledge on hairstyling, kind of natural hairstyling. Everything was natural. And that's why it was something very good for me, because I'm all no chemical or synthetic things. So I was like, okay, they're doing something there. But except of some masks and some things that they were natural shampoos that they were giving, I was like, guys, I know all these things already. I want further information about why I'm losing my hair. They couldn't do it. So you can't compare apples with pears. You have no comparison. First of all, you're giving like tons of information on health and how to approach a life change, your whole program to change your life from scratch. The information you're giving is like so much, and you're giving it from your heart, and you could see that you want to help people. So for me, this is nothing to compare with this other program.
That's unfortunate, because I've had many people be hesitant like you were, right? This is natural. And be hesitant thinking, what if this doesn't work? What if this is just basic stuff I can find online, which I know it's not, but how do you prove that unless they join the program? You and I, we know it's comprehensive. You and I, we know it's filled with information, and it's a semester filled of information. It's not just 8 weeks. It's just so much information. Tell us, how soon did you see results, and what does this look like?
So I have even pictures, but I cannot show it now as we're talking. But when I saw it to my friends, they were like, wow, I have a lot of people that I know they would be helped, but people are really hesitant because I have this thing like you. I want to help people. I talk about it a lot. I always say the story like, okay, 21 of September, I'm starting the program. 28 of September, I have two pictures, which is 21 of September and 28 of September. And one picture is like my forehand dance, like I could make a pullover from this hair, like literally like this. And I'm shedding like this every 3 days, like actually every day. But when I do the shower thing and I wash my hair, it's, oh my God, like my husband were like, oh babe, I'm really sorry. We will need a wig very soon. And 7 days after, it's like the 1/10 of this, like nothing. It was something, but nothing compared. The 1/10, I'm telling you, like this from that. I immediately text you because I was like, this is crazy. Is this 1 week? Then after the second week, it started shedding, but in a very normal pace. It's like kind of the ones you're like, yeah, this is natural. You're losing some hairs per day. Yeah. I wash my hair every 3 days and I take pictures and they're in the same amount, like that kind of like a little ball. And this is stable now. So I definitely see the progress. I definitely see the immediate result. First of all, I lost 4 kilos. This is another side effect, which I was a mom and I was having these extra kilos of the pregnancy. And the last 4 years, because my child is 4 years old, I was stuck with these 5 kilos on me, which they were not going down, whatever I was doing. The moment I started the program, they were like, boom, 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 boom. Every week, something like this. Every week I was losing 1 kilo effortlessly because I didn't focus on the diet of I want to lose weight. And I'm like 4 kilos like less and I feel like amazing. And I was always fit and I was always thin before pregnancy. I always had a thin body. I never had the problem being fat or something. But I always had this little belly that was sticking out, whatever kilos I was. I remember the feeling of something is blocking you here when you're sitting, you're not feeling comfortable in your skin. And the last month, I felt so light and so I have no belly. I was like, what is this body? I don't recognize this body. I was feeling weird in my own body that I didn't have this belly bloating. So that was the second side effect of the program. And the third one was my skin. I was always having dry skin. And it's the first time that I forgot to put oil, some oil I put like natural oil on my face. And I was not feeling this dryness. And I was like, oh, this is soft. It's very soft and silky. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. And then I started checking it out. And that was the third thing I saw within a month.
Just to give a little background, Vicky looks like she's 25, but she's more in mid 40s. She looks 25. She's glowing and she's so vibrant. The situation is like, she's got a lot of energy. She has so much energy. She has toddlers at home. She's got a full life. And how can you begin to describe the feeling of stopping to see the hair loss in a week? Because since 2016, you've been dealing with this with no understanding. So let me ask you, what is that feeling? Can you describe it? And do you know now what your root causes are, why this was happening for so long? Do you know? Have I explained it within the program? Is it obvious?
I have tried to reach the most of the program till now, but I'm a slow learning. So I was already felt like I'm going to take it slow and I'm not going to rush it because I have an autoimmune disease. The feeling on such a quick drastic result is like so relieving. I should have done it earlier. I wish the information was there earlier. So much power on what I'm doing. When you see the first results and you understand the cause and effect and what you do to your body and what you can do, you cannot go back. It gives you a lot of boost and a lot of power to continue. It is also like you feel like, why on earth this is not more outside, out there, this information for the people? I keep seeing people in the road with patches and stuff, and I'm like, should I tell them? I don't know them at all. I see them in the supermarket or whatever, and I'm like, I wish I could help you. I wish you could listen to me. I wish you could be receptive to the information I need to give you, because it's such a pity that there is such a good and natural solution on your problem and that you are denying or you don't want to see it. I am also sad about that the information is not out there as much as it should be.
Which goes to my next question. Can you Google this information? Is this easily and readily available on the internet?
No, you cannot receive this information. You can, but you need like years to go into the internet, to go to doctors, to know people, to research, to do mistakes. You need a lot of mistakes and years yourself to accumulate the right knowledge. Of course, what you have accumulated there and you have made it in such a beautiful program, it's totally worth it, because the other program, it's cost exactly the same. And the information they're giving, I'm like, what is this comparison? It is like a depth program having to do with real healing. And the other is, we're telling you some stuff and some surface things.
Is there anything that you would say to somebody who's on the fence, who has that hesitation? Because you felt it. You felt that hesitation, even though you know me from years ago.
Yeah, I felt the hesitation. I didn't know what kind of this program was. I was like trying to fishing out information like, hey, what kind of program it is? Because I've fallen in this with the previous program. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want to have another one like this. It was also economical. I was like, okay, what if I invest again and there's nothing there? You give a lot of value. What you give to your people is like amazing, rather good price for what you're giving. It's so many years of experience and knowledge. And not only about the program itself, it's about you and your energy and how you stay supportive and close to the people in your way, in your Johanna way. I'm already recommending it to everybody. I would say, go for it, change your life, listen to Johanna. She knows what she's talking about.
So tell me, have you seen hair growth since? So we stopped the hair loss in 1 week, 7 days. But have you seen hair growth?
To put things in perspective, I always had kind of hair growth, although I was losing patches here usually and here. But in general, my body was always having the capacity to regrowth in this period that I was okay. I was always having the capacity to regrowth, but I don't have the capacity to maintain it. So this is my issue, because I went to a doctor once, a dermatologist, and she said, you're full of baby hair. I said, yes, but I'm losing them. They grow, but I'm losing them. Back to the reality of now, I have lost with the previous program here a really big amount. And now, do you see this? These are the most recent baby hair I have, which is the one I lost just before. Definitely, I have new hair growing because just a month before, I didn't have this.
Appreciate you, Vicky. I'm very excited for your hair growth, for your hair loss that stopped in 7 days, your hair growth that we can see clearly in just 4 weeks. And I can't wait to see the before and after pictures of the hair loss. I know that's going to be astounding for people. But yeah, hair growth and hair loss, this is easily fixed. And really, when you follow the program and when you follow the steps, you can see the results, whether it's in your skin, in your weight, in the hair, and so much more, in the health as well. So thank you for trusting in me, and thank you for trusting in the program. Thank you for listening to the Alopecia Angel podcast, a positive light in healing alopecia. You can do this and we can help. Spread the word that reversing alopecia is possible by telling your friends and family.